Morning students. Today we'll discuss about organisms and populations, and to study this chapter we have to learn some terms first. We'll start first by we can say here about the ecology. So ecology is the subject which studies the interactions among organism and between the organism and its physical environment. Means, what is the definition of ecology here? Ecology means the interaction between among the organism, means among the biotic components, as well as the interaction between the biotic as well as the abiotic component of an environment. That is called the ecology. So ecology is basically concerned with 4 levels of biological organization. What are the 4 levels here? Organisms, and then organisms are combined together, that is called populations. Populations are making the communities, and communities are making the biomes here. So now we are coming. Ecology at the organismic level is essentially physiological ecology, which tries to understand how different organisms are adapted to their environment in terms of not only survival but also reproduction. So now we are coming ki what is actually the organism, what is actually the populations, communities and biomes, that we have to discuss. Organism means which one? Organism means that the living component of the environment at individual level. Means individually we are saying the living component, जो individually हम उसको क्या बोल रहे, organism, and is the basic unit, है ना. So living organism or living component of the environment in the individual level, that is called the organism. What is population? The sum total of all individuals of a species in a specific geographical area. Suppose we are saying the lion's population, means in particular species all the individuals, means sum total of the all individual of a species in a specific geographical area, that is called the populations. Then communities, so assemblage of all the population of different species, है ना. ये तो एक ही species का है, तो when all the different species are coming together, assemblage of all the populations of different species present in an area and interacting among themselves, that is called the communities. And biome means it is a large unit which consists of major vegetation type as well as the associated fauna, means flora and fauna both are consisting there. That large unit, that is called the actually biome. Biome जैसे example आप बोल सकते tropical rainforest, है ना. We can say that one deciduous forest, sea coast, desert, they are known as the biomes here. So these are the definition of organism, that is individual. Population means the particular, all the individuals of particular species, all the population in a particular area, we can say that is interacting among each other. And biomes mean a large area or large unit which consists of major vegetation type as well as the associated fauna in a particular climatic zone. Next one we are coming about that ki you may have learnt in earlier classes how the rotation of our planet around and the sun and the tilt of its axis causes the annual variation in the intensity of duration of temperature. So the rotation of the planet around the sun or tilt of its axis, these are the actually main causes of variation in temperature. And this variation together with annual variation in precipitation, means this is only the variation in temperature, but this variation of temperature along with the variation in precipitation, means that is rain and snow, account for the formation of major biomes. So biomes means already we told that one, that is a very large unit which consists of the major vegetation type as well as the associated fauna. So the different duration means variation of temperature as well as the variation of the precipitation, both are combining together to account for the formation of major biomes such as desert, rainforest, tundra, etc. So you can see that one, mean annual precipitation is increasing, so where it is maximum, that is tropical rainforest is coming. And mean annual temperature is increasing, so where mean annual temperature is increasing here, so that is coming about the desert, and where mean precipitation is also very less. So these are the condition actually. Here very temperature is very less, where Arctic and alpine tundra regions are there. So this is actually both the condition, means temperature as well as the precipitation, both are actually responsible for the formation of major biomes. Regional and local variation within each biome lead to the formation of wide variety of habitats. Okay, तो regionally जो variations होगा उसके through क्या production होगा, wide variety of habitats. Habitats, what are the habitats actually? Habitat is a specific place or locality determined by a combination of factors, physical features and barriers where a community dwells, means dwelling place we can say. Habitats means the dwelling place of the organism, that is called the habitat here. So major biomes of India are shown in figure 13.2 and extreme and harsh habitat. Just say on planet Earth, life exists not just in a few favorable habitats but even in extreme and harsh habitats, just like scorching Rajasthan desert, perpetually rain-soaked Meghalaya forest, deep ocean trenches, torrential streams, permafrost polar region, high mountain tops, boiling thermal spring. So these all are actually extreme habitats and harsh habitats. So organisms, not only they are existing in favorable condition but also they are living in harsh habitats. Even our intestine is a unique habitat for 100 species of microbes. Okay, next one we are coming. What are the key elements that lead to so much variation in the physical and chemical conditions of different habitats? The most important ones are temperature, water, light and soil. These are the abiotic conditions which are actually controlling the main biomes actually. We must remember that the physico-chemical, means abiotic components alone do not characterize the habitat of an organism completely. The habitat includes which one? Biotic component also, that is pathogen, parasites, predators and competitors. That also we'll learn afterwards of the organism with which they interact constantly. So not only the abiotic component like temperature, water, light, soil, but some biotic components are also responsible to maintain this. You can say the habit includes that, means habitat includes that type of, we can say the biotic components also, just like pathogen, parasites, predators and competitors. Next one we are coming, that the organism major abiotic factors. First one is temperature. Temperature is the most ecologically relevant environmental factor, and we can see that one the ranges from the organism, actually the level of organism, they can adjust various degree of temperature there, and we can see it ranges from the sub-zero levels in polar areas and high altitudes जहाँ पे बहुत ही टेम्परेचर बहुत लेस होता है और 250 डिग्री मोर देन 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस in tropical desert in summer. There are however unique habitats such as thermal springs and deep sea hydrothermal vents where average temperature exceeds 100 degrees Celsius. It is general knowledge that mango trees do not and cannot grow in temperate countries like Canada and Germany. Snow leopard are not found in Kerala forest. So those who are actually adopting in very low temperature, they cannot adopt in high temperature. In case of where it is very high temperature, they cannot adopt in low temperature. Tuna fish are rarely caught beyond tropical latitudes in the ocean. So that means in a particular area, some species are actually surviving in some particular area. So you can readily appreciate the significance of temperature to living organisms when you realize that it affects the kinetics of enzyme, because temperature actually, the enzymes are active in the not very low temperature, not very high temperature, particular temperature they need to become active. And though it a vessel metabolism, activity and other physiological function of the organism. A few organisms can tolerate and thrive in wide range of temperature. They are called eurythermal. Means some organism they can tolerate the high temperature and they can thrive in a wide range of temperature. That is called eurythermal. But a vast majority of them are restricted to a narrow range of temperature. Such organisms are known as the stenothermal. So stenothermal can actually adjust very narrow range of temperature. The level of thermal tolerance of different species determine a large extent their geographical distribution. So jitna they can adjust the more wide range of temperature, so they can we can say the geographical distribution also will be distributed, extended there. Okay. And in recent year, there has been growing concern about the gradually increasing average global temperature. If this trend continue, would you expect the distributional range of some species to be affected? So today we'll discuss about some level of biological organization. Just like the organism, we can say the organism, then populations, communities and biomes, and ecosystem is the interaction between the ecology. Already we have learned what is ecosystem. Ecosystem represent the organism and their environment in a particular area, that is interaction between the biotic and abiotic component. Habitat means the dwelling place of the organism. Niche means the ecological niche of an organism represents the physical space occupied by it, the resources it utilizes and its functional role in the ecological system. So physical space as well as the utilization and the resources it utilizes and its functional role in the ecological we can say the system. And biosphere, the surface of the earth where all the life form, that is union of all the means ecosystem, it is highly ordered system. So these so many terms are there that you have to learn. And then we are finding out about the different types of biomes here, and there are some favorable also conditions are there, some unfavorable extreme or harsh habitats are also there, just like this one. And then we can see some temperature, water, not only abiotic component are also responsible for the maintain the ecosystem there. The habitat includes the biotic components, that's the pathogen, parasites, predators, competitors. So these are the total ecosystem and environment as well as the habitat, niche and biosphere. And next we have discussed about the abiotic factor, mainly temperature, that is eurythermal and stenothermal. Some are actually adjust a very wide range of temperature, that is called the eurythermal, and some are actually can adjust or tolerate narrow range of temperature, they are called actually stenothermal. Okay.